Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, let's go get water right now. Apparently you don't left the app?
Huh?
Yeah, have you spoken to him recently?
No, I didn't get to run into him the other day. I don't even
What'd you
think
say,
he's
Harry?
around today.
Oh shit, yeah. Let's go to the water right behind us. Have you spoken to him at all recently or what?
No,
Sorry.
I was trying to see if he was around yesterday, and I didn't manage to run into him. And I don't think he's around today either. So I haven't seen him in a bit.
Okay. I mean, yeah, he left the app. I don't know.
Jesus. I mean, whenever we had that group meeting last time, right, and him and Marty were kind of like getting into it, whatever Marty was saying made it sound like he didn't even want Yuno there. Like, if you don't want to be here, then blah, blah, you know what I mean? And just the way he was saying it, I don't know. He made it sound like, oh, we'll just replace you, which is kind of not what we're trying to do with Yuno, right? Like, number one, he's really skilled. We're not trying to replace him. We don't want to just replace him. That's no. But number two, he's part of the team and he brings the vibes up. Like, I don't.
I mean,
see
I think that's just
you know?
reaching though. I'm gonna be honest. Like, has known Martin for a very long time. Like,
Yeah.
If he took it that way, then there's a reason for it.
I don't know. I don't know. It was just the way, like, Marty said it, then, like, walked away sad and just like, oh, well, I don't know. And, like, and I personally have been saying to everyone this whole time, hey, these cards have gotten harder to get. We have to stop going in before checking how many cards we have. Like, we've been talking about supplies and everything. And then he still, after we've been saying that for over a week, got bitched out for, like, not getting enough cards. But he and I call around and try and get them. And, we can't every 2 days get 6 cards. So, like,
I mean, to be fair, like I get cards more than like most people in our crew,
yeah.
and like I don't even know anybody from G6 besides Hazel. You know what I'm saying? So I get why he was saying that.
Yeah.
I know has been getting his cards, but to be fair, like I've gotten us the most fucking cards, and I know one guy.
Right.
And that one guy, like he's not buying from, like he's giving me what he finds. I don't give a shit. Like,
yeah.
That reaction was crazy though. Like regardless, like the reaction to leave and tell nobody is fucking insane.
Yeah, he didn't say a word. I would figure that if he was having a moment and was thinking about this stuff, he would talk to someone. But yeah, to just get a call from you and learn that, I mean,
I also told Martin. Martin's the one that told me. I don't even know how he found out. He just told nobody. I'm very confused as to what the fuck's going on.
Huh. I mean, I don't know. I would figure that it was because of what Martin said to him when he was yelling. I straight up think it was that because, I was usually in a car with Yuno on a lot of the other heists that we were doing, like other attempts of doing Maze Bank. And we would be talking after, if he failed the door and we'd be driving away. And several times he and I are saying to each other, like, I could tell he was frustrated. We were sitting there in the car being like, yeah, we shouldn't have gone in with 2 cards. Yeah, we shouldn't have gone in with 3. Or, yeah, the door's just really hard, etc. He said to me one of the other times, he said, yeah, if we don't have like 5, 6 cards, I'm just not going to go in. Like, I'm not going to waste 3 cards and have us get nothing for it, right? So he's been frustrated for a while. So I wonder if, I just don't know when he's frustrated, if he expresses this to anyone. He said some of it to me because I said it first.
Here's like what the disconnect is, because like you weren't around in the past, and this is like the most tame shit what we've had to deal with before.
Right. Yeah, I don't have any frame of reference for that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a crazy like reaction because this is like, I'm telling you, like it only gets worse with our crew.
Right. Well, I can imagine. And that's
it only
the thing.
gets
that's
like this is like nothing, and that's what worries me. Like this is literally like Martin losing his mind for what, like it's nothing. Like it gets fucking worse, and I don't know. It gets worse. When Tony starts coming around and starts going to these fucking jobs, wait until he flips a fucking car and loses his cool. Like it only gets worse. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So to have this reaction is kind of crazy.
Even without having that reference, like in my head, when hearing this, just, I don't know why he would ever do that. I just have no clue because it makes no sense to put all your time and effort into this being the crew and then just, getting yelled at once and then dipping.
Yeah, I mean, it's dropping it over nothing. Like that was literally nothing. It's.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a big deal. It feels like something where if you talk for 5 minutes,
I feel like there's more
to
it. There has to be more to the story.
Probably, and that's why I was hoping to see him today. I tried calling him earlier, and he just wasn't around. Because I just noticed I hadn't seen him in a bit, and we haven't done the bank for a little bit, So I was thinking of calling him, but I don't know that he's around. We could try calling again. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I shot him a text.
Okay. Yeah.
Man.
I mean,
man. I mean, fuck.
Fuck yeah. I don't know. I'm hoping maybe he would talk to me because at least I've been saying the same thing as him for a bit. So maybe if it has to do with just that, or that's at least a big part of it, maybe he would say something.
Feel like
but...
there's. I mean, listen. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, I feel like didn't want to be a part of this shit. To be honest, and I feel like that's more what it is, and this is just adding like icing to how he feels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean, he was having, let's be honest, his whole thing is he wants to have fun with friends, right? That's just like the way he is. And that's what G6 is for him right now, going around the city, dicking around, having fun with them. If he, for some reason, whether it's the yelling or whatever, if he's not feeling it on the heists, if they're not fun for him, and it's a potential for him to lose that thing that's fun for him, that might be his conclusion, right? He might just be like, I'm doing it just because of these friends, and then if he also gets yelled at by them, right? Like, that's icing on the cake at that point, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly it. I think he just found something that he enjoys more than what he thought he loved. Since coming back around, and that's kind of like changed a lot for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it might be that. I don't know. I mean, we don't know until we talk to him.
Yeah, I think we have to get ready to reevaluate what the fuck we're gonna do though.
Yeah. I mean,
so you might have some pretty big fucking shoes to fill, Gigi. I mean, I don't think anybody else can nail that hack, probably but you.
I think I would be closest, but I don't know. I mean, that door, the one that he keeps having trouble with, if he's having trouble with it, I'm going to have trouble with it. I will, personally, gladly try anything. I will gladly keep trying whatever hacks you want me to try and go for it. And I am the kind of person where I don't feel that bad if I don't get it. I'm just very like, oh, well, I'll get it next time. But,
yeah.
I, of course, would be worried if I'm not as good or as successful in these things, if other people get pissed that I'm like not right? That's gonna fucking suck. That's gonna suck so bad for me. But
well, who's gonna get pissed about that?
Well, I don't know. After the way Marty was yelling, I felt like, okay, well, our crew's getting a little cooked sometimes.
You have to understand, Martin was raised by a demon, a goblin, a monster by the name of Jean Paul. He was literally raised as a tiny little baby by Jean Paul. Yeah. Jean Paul is all about go, do or die, everything, and nothing is an excuse. This is why if we have two fucking cars, we just fuck. This is why he goes. You know what I mean? Because nothing is going to get in his way from obtaining that goal. You know what I mean? And it's got a lot of pros. It's got a lot of cons.
Yeah.
And so it's never take things so personal from Martin. He's just very heated and very passionate.
I don't think I would, honestly. I genuinely like. I just don't want to piss him off too much because he's going to yell and be like, why can't we do this door? And I'll be like, well, I have to try again. Right? Like, and I'm going to dismiss him and it's going to make him really mad. But you know what? I'll do it. I don't care.
Listen, Gigi, that's a part of it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Go at them. If the motherfucker's yelling at you, you go at his ass too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Our crew is about chaos.
I know.
It's always been that way.
Yeah.
It's only going to get worse. I'm telling you. As things get more progressed and shit, it's gonna get worse. I mean, fuck.
And I don't care. I mean, like I said, I'll gladly do this shit. I'll keep trying. It is what it is. Personally, I like having Yuno with us. I want to be able to do things with him. If he said I don't want to hack, I just want to stand there, I'd still want to bring him. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, he left the app though. I mean, that's.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got to wait a minimum like a week, and then.
Yeah.
And he knows that too, so I think he's just gone.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to talk to him, but I don't fucking know. But in the meantime, we have cards, and we got to figure some shit out. Maybe by the end of the week.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of cards, and these cards are going bad fast. I mean, I don't even know if they're gonna last till tomorrow, to be honest.
Oh, that bad?
They're going bad really fast. I'm actually gonna go check how bad it is right now. I'll give it a call. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll call you back, G.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so when Marty and Yuno, people in chat keep asking about my opinion on their fight that they had, and I kept not giving too much of an opinion because I hadn't heard much but other than what happened in front of me. But when Marty and Yuno were fighting, the way I saw it was Marty's gonna think this isn't that big of a deal, and Yuno is gonna make it a big deal for him because he doesn't like anything that's illogical, right? Like anything that's like really illogical. that would really piss him off. And it pisses me off too. I'm the same way. Like Gigi and Yuno are very similar in that way. The difference, it didn't seem like a fight at all. No, it wasn't even a huge blowout, but it was a major disagreement where there was no real good conclusion that made sense that we came to. Right? So then Marty said something about like, fuck it, if he was saying it like a general thing to everyone. If you're not putting in the effort and you don't want to be here, we'll get someone who does. Which basically sounds like, you know, oh, well, we'll just replace you kind of thing. And in-character talks that Gigi and Yuno have made it seem like Yuno's really obsessed in a bad way. Like, this is one of his bad traits. He's obsessed in a bad way of feeling like he's got to have a place. He's got to have a specific purpose. He's not okay with just chilling and just being there just cause. You know, like, he like needs to have this big old purpose. And that's part of just like what his mind needs. Yeah, and he assumes things. Right. So it's very like just kind of the perfect storm of Marty being like, well, I could just replace you if you don't want to be here, thinking that might inspire. But then to someone like Yuno, who has that character flaw of, again, being very like, I need to have my place, I need to have my special purpose here, or it doesn't feel right. You know, then he's gonna freak the fuck out. He's gonna be like, ooh, so I don't belong here, everything's terrible. And then he's gonna satch farm and go crazy. So, the keyword replaceable triggered a negative real-world experience for him with a previous job. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, even not knowing 3.0 lore, like, even OOC, I don't know that much of his lore from that. Like, anyone's lore, really. I've kept my brain really fresh on it. But some of the stuff that he says, just offhand to my character, you can just tell, like, that's his problem. He's just got this, like, whole thing where he feels like he'll be replaced or abandoned or whatever, so he's got to have this special job and have this role and be like, yeah, I'm Yuno, the hacker, and I hack stuff, and that means that, you know, people will keep me around and value me because I do this thing. That's what it sounds like to my character, at least, right? That's the impression that she gets. So when she hears Martin yelling and saying like the word like we could replace you, or like we could just get someone else, in her mind she immediately is like, ooh you know, she's like, oh ew, because she thinks about what she already knows about him that way and the way he's acted, and she's like, oh, is everything you're saying from only your own observations? Yes, because he's said these things to Gigi here and there when they've just talked. One thing I want to note too, just as a side note, we've had a lot of conversations between our characters off stream because we both played late at night a lot, so you know, not every little thing I'll be able to like reference a clip for or something, but we spent a lot of time talking about some stuff, and she's asked him a lot about hacking and things, and you know, just some of the stuff that he has said, she could tell he's just got some issues, man, with this stuff, and he needs to iron it out. And hopefully that's a cool character development arc for him, right? Realizing that he doesn't need to have any label, title, role, anything. People actually just want him to be there, and they value that he's also skilled, but they also just value him just cause. Like, it's not about that. And also, no one would be mad. They'd be mad from a situational perspective, but no one would be mad at him if he said, my purpose is G6, I love G6, this is all I want to do. But he needs to say that if that's the case. You know what I mean? If he doesn't say that, and he's wishy-washy, or like, you know, maybe not in his head he is, but toward other characters he's not saying what he wants, then they're not gonna know, and they're gonna be confused, and they're gonna get pissed because they're frustrated. Right? There's the whole kind of problem. He doesn't communicate, right? He doesn't communicate what he's feeling. And I know from watching some of his streams here and there, he talks so much to his chat about what his character's thinking or what he's thinking, and but he doesn't say it to the other characters, like, at all. He doesn't say shit. As someone who plays in the server with him, you know, like, he legit does not tell any of his internal thoughts or feelings to anybody unless you ask him directly, and you have to, like, read his mind to figure out what's bothering him. So, you know, that's one of those things that makes these situations be the way they are. The answers from Donnie. Hello.